Hey friends, it's Stacy. Welcome to day one. I've got my Team Beachbody swag on. Every time you hit Success Club each month, you get free goodies. This was one of mine. So fun. I wanted to just quickly tell you that at the end of this training, you will, once you've completed all of your assignments, you will win a certification that will be publicly announced in the Team Shine Coach group and in this group, and maybe even in your Upline Sponsors public page. We don't know yet. We don't know, but we are all about recognition here and gifts. So get used to it, okay? Your hard work will pay off, and it is so fun. So today I want to talk to you. Make sure you have your pen and paper out because smart people take notes, and these are things you're going to want to ponder throughout the week. This day is a big day because you are going to be really thinking about who you are, what you dream of, what you desire, what you needed in the past, and what brought you here, and what is going to, like, who you are in all of that, okay? So basically, you need to write down 5 things about yourself. I don't care what they are, and nobody else does either, because people can sense when you are being authentic, and that is going to ring true to them more than any cookie cutter, Beachbody coach, blah, blah, blah will, okay? So Michelle and I both will be posting and Tabitha will be posting our avatar. We're talking about an avatar. An avatar sounds really weird, but basically it's like a carbon copy of you. It's someone that you would get along with, someone you're breaking down that ideal client of yours, someone that you would like to hang out with in real life, someone that has a lot in common with you, because usually your pain points in the places that you've been may be very similar to your avatars. Think about even the silliest things like, what magazines do you like to read? Where do you like to eat? What's your favorite type of restaurant to eat at? What hobbies do you like? Do you like to go skiing? Do you like to sit and crochet? Do you collect something? Are you obsessed with an animal? Do you love bunnies? Are you obsessed with a goofy food? Like, are you obsessed with avocados? All these funny little things that your friends know about you, I need you to write down, because those are the things that are going to almost be that fun personal touch as you're posting on social media. So what are those 5 things? I love fashion. I get a ton of response when I post anything that has to do with fashion, because I attract other women who want to stay in shape, want to stay fit, want to have good self-care, because I come from a cosmetic background and I'm an esthetician. So I just tinted my eyebrows today and filled them in a little, and I contoured my cheek, and I do things that not everybody does. And what's cool is that when I post about my makeup tips or my skin tips or my fashion, I am hitting people not just from a nutrition and fitness angle. I'm giving them something of value that they're gonna know that I do Beachbody if they've followed me for longer than a couple weeks. I don't need to always give them Beachbody or clean eating or fitness. I need to give them other things. So you need to be thinking for you, you know, even like a funny little private joke that you have with your spouse, you know, make light of it, make fun of it on Facebook. When you can laugh at yourself, people feel more comfortable with you, and that is going to help them know, like, and trust you. So as far as your avatar, write down 5 things: fashion, family, fitness. I like to eat food, so I post a lot about food because I've really struggled with like sugar addictions and binge eating and eating my emotions. So I post about that, and then I would just say maybe, like, to stick with the F thing I have going, mine would be fun, you know, just fun, goofy. I love humorous memes and just kind of making fun of like the everyday life that us moms have, because mom life is crazy fun life. And so those are the things that I wrote down. And I really kind of detailed out when when I thought about my avatar, it really gets me out of my head. And Michelle did a call on this for our team, so I need to find that for us, and we will post it here. And basically it was like, I just think about her. I think about her because when I get fearful and when I want to not show up for my business, I think about her, because if I don't show up for her, if she's watching me to see if I'm loyal and consistent and that I'm putting in the time and that I am there and trustworthy, then she is going to come and join when she is ready. But a lot of people have to watch for a long time, and that's why the beauty of inviting and posting and doing this, what we kind of call attraction marketing. Like, we're attracting people to us by putting ourselves out there, and that's a scary, scary feeling. But when we can really understand who we used to be, what we've done to get through those struggles, what's helped us, and who we are now and where we're going, we are going to have a heart to not be selfish and keep our stories and our struggles in. We will have a heart that will allow us to attract and post and share and do free 5-day challenges on these topics. And when you look at your avatar and you look at her, you need to get a picture from someone on the internet, some random, that's what I did. I just grabbed like a random model that was on Google Images and I put her on my avatar, and I look at her and I just think, what does she need? What words do I need to say to the old Stacy or my avatar, you know, that will help her pull out of her comfort zone and her place of fear so that she can have the beauty of what I now have. That is what is so cool about this assignment and about this day, is because when you get that from the beginning, you're never not going to show up. I have been on social media every day. Ask my team. I went through 5 surgeries last year. Our team was still a premier team. Not for me to brag at all, but for me to say, I was sick and I could have not showed up, and I still showed up, and I shared and I talked, and I wasn't always talking about my surgeries. No, I was keeping it lighthearted, and I was just showing up. Even if I was just down and out and I post one post that day, and then maybe it was just a funny, goofy meme that made me smile. Humor can bring a lot to people's days. And so that's what I would do. My business was amazing last year. I did better last year than I'm doing this year as far as my recruiting numbers, okay? So I'm just telling you that when you have that consistent flow, and I've been doing it for 4 years now, you build a lot of trust, and it makes your business a lot easier to help more people because you've got that steady flow of people watching you and then eventually coming to you. So I want you guys to, let me think if there's anything else I need to tell you. Okay. The hardest part sometimes about this business, and I'm sure you've thought about this, is how do I get more people? Like, you know, I don't want to just bombard my friends and family all the time. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to write down 5 things about yourself. You are going to join 3 Facebook groups pertaining to those 5 things. If you own a chocolate Labrador, my mom actually breeds them. If you own a chocolate lab, join some chocolate lab groups on Facebook and just start talking. Don't try to sell anything, obviously. You're just going to start talking. You're going to build relationships. You're going to become friends with people in this group, and it's going to expand your network. So whatever it is that you go to social media for, what do you go to Instagram for? What do you like to look at? Is it do-it-yourself projects? Awesome. Post more about those. You know, find people that like that kind of stuff. Join Facebook groups. And then you will find more friends very quickly. Okay, guys, so let's see. I also want to talk to you, since we're talking about expanding the network. I have a little trick that works amazing for me. I go to some of my favorite people on Facebook, whether I know them in person or not. I just get a good vibe from them. They're positive. We have a ton in common. They're sweet. We've probably like commented on each other's posts a couple times. I will go to their Facebook friends list, and I will, if I've got more than 2 friends in common with one of their Facebook friends, I will friend people that look like, you get a feel for it. You get a feel for the profile picture, the cover photo. I don't always even click and scroll their Facebook. Sometimes I'll just add them, and it's fun because I've met so many new people this way, and it's not creepy. If you can tweak your mindset to go, okay, I just have something really fun to offer people. So if it happens to be that they need what I have to offer, awesome. If it happens to be that I'm just growing my Facebook friends list and, you know, it's all going to filter out in the end, that's amazing. You're not looking at this as like, they're going to buy from me. You're looking at it as this is something that will expand over the next couple years as I'm growing this thing. So once they've accepted my friend request, I just say, hey, I say, oh, you know, it's funny that we have so many friends in common, and that's why I always make sure I have at least a couple people in common. And you'd be surprised, like, how many people know, like, did you go to Rogers High School? You look so familiar. Did you used to work at Nordstrom? And then you just start a conversation like you would if you were at a party or bumping into someone, you know, at a coffee shop or whatever. So that's what I have been doing. I also, when I started coaching, reconnected and rekindled relationships with people. What this looks like, and once people accept my friend request, I chit chat with them, we talk for a little bit, and then I'll kind of let it die, and I'll kind of like, you know, go to their Facebook and like a couple of their photos over the next month, and then the next month is when I will invite them to one of my challenges. And there is, you know, kind of like a little copy and paste that I put in there, but I usually put some personal sentences in there as well. And that's how I've been doing my inviting process. And we can talk more about that too. But what's cool is that when you're rekindling your relationships with people, and I heard a national wake-up call on this, and I swear I did it. When you learn something, if you don't make the decision to at least do it and try it, it's going to just go one ear out the other ear. So when you hear these things, you need to act on them quickly. Otherwise, they will not become part of your best practices. And we want you to have those continual, consistent best practices for your business. So I would just message people and be like, hey, Tanya, it's been so long since I've seen you. How are you? How are the kids? From your Facebook, it looks like things are great. Always go to their Facebook first in case someone maybe just passed away or, you know, something like that. Make sure to go before you message them. And then just be like, what are you doing for work these days? Are you working outside of the home at all? If I'm talking to a mom, I usually ask that because, of course, moms work. So I'm not going to be like, do you just stay at home with the kids? Like, I'm not going to ever say that to any mom. And then, you know, they'll answer back and be like, what about you? What have you been doing? And then I can say, oh, I just started my own health and fitness online coaching business. It has been amazing. I've lost 10 pounds and I feel so good. And then they might then go and stalk your Facebook page for a hot second, see what you've been sharing, and then come back and be like, oh, I need to lose 10 pounds. I've been like slacking lately. And ta-da, you've got yourself a conversation and a lead into inviting them to your next challenge group or your next free challenge. So more on that to come, you guys, but that is your, just, you know, don't overthink it, just do it. Don't overthink it. People don't care. People are so friendly and so willing to network on social media. It's insane. Insane. And I am speaking from experience because I was very scared, like pee my pants scared to friend anyone or post anything on social media. I was like a ghost on social media. Not anymore, and my life is so much better for it, and I would have not met all of you guys if it wasn't for that. So keep that in mind too. Your call to action today is to share the name of the 3 groups that you have joined on Facebook. Okay, you got that. I also want you to, by the end of the 5 days, post your avatar so that we can see it and we can be excited and celebrate. And then we will get you, I think that's it. We'll just get you the examples and then make sure to tag your coach too. So thank you. Awesome day 1. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.